One of the most prominent symbols to represent knowledge and education is the torch. And this goes all the way back to the ancient world. And it's probably deeply rooted in our biology that light is seen as knowledge. As we're not nocturnal, we're awake during the day, light reveals our reality to us. And there are many stories, such as the Greek story of Prometheus, in which fire is seen as bringing knowledge or technology to mankind. I think it's a fantastic symbol of knowledge because it illuminates the world. That's where the term enlightenment comes from, that was used during the Enlightenment era. Illumination, enlightenment, right? But beyond that, it's a precious thing. The torch will go out if not tended to. And the torch can be passed on. So we've inherited this incredible line of knowledge all the way from the birth of history, the ancient world, up to the modern world. And there were times when that torch was barely lit, and now we have a raging fire. That's true of knowledge that you would learn in a university, and it's true of your martial arts training. Each student should view their training as carrying forward the torch of their instructor's knowledge. Every time you learn something, that's your instructor passing down a set of skills to you. And when you forget what they tell you, the fire goes out. Now, if you view martial arts training like a service, like going to see a movie, something that's there to entertain you, to bring you some fun and distraction throughout the week, and there are elements of that, but if you only view it that way, you'll never develop the flame. You'll never have your own torch. You'll never be able to pass on the knowledge that was given to you. If you view it like an education, like it's something that you can take with you and carry with you throughout your life, then preserving it will become more important to you. And I'll tell you this, running an academy, and that's a specifically, carefully chosen word, we need as many torches as we can get. If it's just me, I'm one torch. That's a very little amount of light to go around for a lot of people. If every student collects the knowledge and maintains the knowledge, we can have a bright flame as our academy. I think that's one of the best analogies for thinking about leadership. Leadership is being able, in many regards, to transmit what was given to you to other people. And there's a definite level of responsibility involved in that. You have to maintain the flame. You have to be a keeper of the torch. As an instructor, if I'm working with a group of people and I teach someone something, that then frees me up to go teach other people material that they might need. If that person, however, that I just taught material to does not maintain it, then I have to go back and teach them again, and maybe again and again. And that's like starting a fire and someone puts it out and then trying to start another one. We'll never get to a point where there's a bright flame because the fire keeps getting extinguished. And breaking free of this analogy now, if we want this martial arts academy, or if you're watching from another one, if you want the place you train to be a high-performance environment, then you need as many leaders as you can get. That doesn't mean that they necessarily are full-time instructors, that they work for the academy, that they're even assistants, simply that they are maintaining the knowledge and that they can pass it on to other people. Me being one person makes it a very limiting experience for all of the students if we don't have growth in each individual. So I've been focused, my goal for the next few months is to really implement a system of leadership where there's tangible ways to see that someone has maintained knowledge, that they are going the extra mile in order to be a torch bearer. The goal will be that when everyone boosts their knowledge, when they make themselves more accountable, that the overall student quality here will increase. And the other goal is that if I can break away from constantly teaching the same things, the basic things, I can start getting into more advanced material. My knowledge is much more, unfortunately, than what I get to share with my students. It takes a long time to get to a certain point. And frankly, a lot of people just don't care enough about those specific skills to even want to develop them. But for those who do, we can only get there if I don't have to keep reteaching the same material to the same people specifically. So this is the goal for our academy, to develop leaders, to elevate our environment to one that is more high performance, to elevate the expectations, have a culture of high expectations for everyone. And hopefully that trickles down to each student. I plan on dying someday. And if people don't maintain the material that is shared, then it dies with me or one of the other Taekwondo instructors. It's like anything else. You need a new generation of students, or of teachers, I should say, to pass on the material. And I know many of you love the material that we cover here at the Academy and don't want to see it extinguished. So take the responsibility, be a leader, be a torch bearer, so that the knowledge doesn't die with one person and can be preserved for history. Because I don't know about you, but martial arts has positively affected my life, and I think it's something worth preserving and sharing with the world for years to come.